Am I the idiot for letting my roommate's ex-girlfriend, who keeps showing up at our apartment, come inside because she was drunk? My roommate dumped her ex-girlfriend about 2 weeks ago, and the ex-girlfriend took it really badly. Over the last 2 weeks, she showed up at our apartment 8 times. She stands outside and cries and knocks on the door, begging my roommate to come out and talk to her. My roommate always just ignores her until she goes away. Usually she stays for almost an hour. Honestly, it's really sad to listen to. So last night my roommate wasn't home and her ex-girlfriend came to the door. I opened the door to tell her that my roommate wasn't there, and I could see that she was very drunk. To be fair, I don't know if she's been drunk the other times that she's shown up, but once I saw that she was, I did not feel comfortable just shutting the door on her and leaving a drunk girl alone outside at night. So I let her come inside so that I could call her an Uber to take her home. She was in our apartment for maybe 10 minutes total. I didn't let her go in my roommate's room or touch anything. She just sat on the couch and cried while she waited for the Uber to come. While she was there, I texted my roommate to let her know so that she wouldn't come home to her ex-girlfriend unexpectedly being in our apartment. My roommate got mad at me for letting her in and said that I should have just ignored her. I explained that she was drunk and I was worried about her safety, but my roommate said that it didn't matter and it wasn't okay to reward her for showing up by letting her into our apartment. My roommate is still mad at me today and is saying that next time the ex-girlfriend shows up it's going to be my problem to deal with because she's sure I just made the whole situation worse. So, am I the idiot? Edit. Because a few people have asked, the ex-girlfriend didn't do anything crazy/bad that made my roommate break up with her. She just wasn't that into her. Update. I can accept I'm the idiot here, but I just want to clarify the situation a little. The reason my roommate hasn't called the police or anything is that she's not scared of her ex-girlfriend and doesn't feel threatened by her showing up. She just finds it tiring and annoying, and thinks the fastest way to get it to stop is to just ignore it. When she said I made the situation worse, she meant because now it's going to take even longer before she'll stop coming by our apartment. She compared it to the Tree Fitty joke about the Loch Ness Monster from South Park. You're the idiot. Frankly, at this point, instead of calling an Uber, you should have been calling the cops about harassment. This is absolutely ridiculous, and even more ridiculous that you actually let her inside. And your roommate is right, you 100% to just make it worse. Do you even know why she's an ex? No idiots here. But oh, this one is hard. Your roommate is right, but you're also right. Don't let this behavior by your ex-GF continue. If she shows up again, you and your roommate should give her a trespass warning. If she does that again, then you should call the police. She's headed for stalker territory. Should he have let her in? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for hiding my pregnancy and showing up to my sister-in-law's baby shower? I, female 23, am currently 8 months pregnant. We had been keeping it a secret and planned to tell people around this time, but a few months after my pregnancy, my sister-in-law, who is 26, found out she was pregnant. And then it just felt awkward to announce. We wanted to wait for the right time. I've been married to my husband for only 6 months, but we've been together on and off since we were 14, permanently together since we were 16. When we were 17, we found out I was pregnant. I had complications. I gave birth to my preemie stillborn at 25 weeks. So this pregnancy we've been extra cautious and secretive. I haven't seen my family much these past few months and I carry small things, but as I developed a bump, I've been wearing hoodies and Woods clothing. With that, I kind of just looked like I gained weight. We were hesitant about going. I was just going to send my husband a gift of mine, but sister-in-law said she really wanted me there. I decided to try my best to hide the bump and go. It was all going well. No one noticed. I mean, I'd had a few looks, but no one asked me anything. Then about an hour and I started having tiny cramps that eventually got more aggressive. I told my husband we need to leave and I need to go to the hospital. As we were walking, a sharp pain hit me and I grabbed the picnic table next to me and almost stumbled over, causing attention to myself. I really thought I was in labor. The pains were getting so intense. People started surrounding us, asking what was the matter, and my husband said, "She's pregnant. Guys, she's pregnant. Something's going on. We have to leave." He panicked. He rushed me to the hospital. By the time we got to the hospital, my pains had subsided. They said it was false labor. My husband and I both had angry text messages from sister-in-law and other guests at the party about us hiding the pregnancy, how messed up it was, and how they couldn't believe I showed up pregnant and was secret about it. How I had a baby stunt at someone else's shower, just a lot of not nice text. Not one asked if I was all right. Everyone sucks here. You could have mentioned it privately to your sister-in-law beforehand. I understand the fear after losing a child, but by the time you're in your 3rd trimester, your close family should probably know, especially if you plan to attend someone else's baby shower. Not the idiot. You have no obligation to share your news with anyone. The pregnancy is yours, your body. You don't have to disclose anything to anyone about your body ever. Unless you're contagious or a walking biohazard, lol, Everyone who berated you is a huge aha. The only thing anyone should have texted to you is I hope you are alright. Was she wrong to show up to the party? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for me being upset about my wife buying me a gift with my own money? My wife and I have been married now for 11 years this year and been together for 13. Throughout this time, I have flourished in my career, while she just had a job at the mall. I was fine with that until she quit her job 10 years ago. I told her we will be ok, and that you will find another job. Throughout our years of marriage, there have been tons of medical issues she has endured over the course of our marriage. Even now, she is dealing with back issues. With this in mind, she uses these medical issues, migraines, removal of gallbladder, back issues, emotional issues, etc., to say she cannot get a job. Since this is the case, clearly, we are a single-income family. In California, it is very expensive to live out here, but both of our families are out here, so moving is out of the question. I've asked her numerous times to get a job or make some type of income, but it falls on deaf ears. So during holidays such as Valentine's or Xmas, she will just take money out of our account and buy something for me. When she does this, I get pissed, because I don't want her spending the money I earned for some stupid poop that I'll barely care about. She has bought me things with my money that I question. Recently, she bought me a paring knife for Xmas, and while inexpensive, was like, what? Why would you buy that for me? We don't need a paring knife, we need groceries or pay bills. So I got upset with her and told her, why even bother buying me anything when you don't make any money and don't just use my money? She stormed off upset and now uses this as argument artillery when we get into fights. Am I the idiot for being upset about her using the money I earned to buy a gift for me? Edit. I am the breadwinner, but I also take care of our child who is 6 while she is still having these chronic issues. And yes, I buy my son gifts with the money I earn because he is a child and deserves it. You're the idiot. You're married, you're supposed to be a team. Labeling it as my money is selfish. Either get over it or end the marriage. Maintaining the contempt you clearly have is unfair to you both. Everyone sucks here. That sounds like a breakdown in communication. Both of you need to sit down and really talk and listen to each other. She shouldn't be going against your wishes, and you shouldn't be snapping at her. Not the idiot. She consistently refuses to get a job, and should know that the financial situation isn't ideal to be going around buying you gifts with your own money. It's hilarious to see people here wanting to instantly call it our money, when I know for a fact if she does all the house chores and he does none, Doll wouldn't keep that same energy with saying our house chores. Is it wrong for the husband to think it's his money? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for not helping a neighbor whose dog got loose? I go for a run in my neighborhood multiple times a week. I've got a lap down in my neighborhood that is pretty much a perfect mile, so oftentimes I run this so I know how far I've run. This morning, down a side street, I noticed a guy chasing a dog. The dog is semi-approaching me, but it's still probably 100 yards away. I'd guess 50 pounds, no idea what breed. The guy starts yelling at me, asking if I can grab his dog for him. I act like I don't hear him and keep running. I hear him frantically trying to get the dog to come back, and he is trying to catch it. I just kept running and eventually got away from what was going on. About a dozen times I've been chased by dogs in my neighborhood over the 10 years I've lived here. I don't enjoy this experience, and early on living in the neighborhood, even had an owner blame me because I caused his dog to react as I ran by that house. I've had to jump in the beds of strange pickups to get away a few times, so I'm not much of a fan of the dogs or owners in my neighborhood after these experiences. As I circle back around to where the loose dog situation was, I see the owner still out looking. He sees me and he is angry and stops me. He says he can't find his dog and have I seen it. I said I haven't seen it since the last time I ran by. He mentions he asked me to grab it since it was headed my way. I responded with, sorry man, I'm not grabbing a strange dog. I don't know what it's going to do to me. He's mad with that answer, so I leave and continue my run. I get about a quarter mile away and I see his dog. It's approaching a lady walking her dogs. I even hear her, oh, where is your owner? I say nothing and run home. Was I the idiot? Not the idiot. Would the guy have taken accountability if his dog attacked you or bit you? If you aren't a dog person, you are totally right in your apprehension of not wanting to touch or catch a stranger's running dog. It could turn violent. Everyone here saying otherwise doesn't understand how the world works. You're the idiot for not telling the woman where the owner was. You didn't have to chase after the dog, but you could have at least told the woman, geez. You deliberately said nothing to get back at that guy for getting mad at you. Shame on you for being so selfish. Should he have helped find the dog? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for asking my husband to return a gift? In December, my husband asked what I wanted for Christmas, and I told him the UG Ultra Minis. By that point, they were sold out and on back order. I kept checking occasionally in case they did come back in stock, but they didn't. Fast forward to the week after Christmas, I found a near identical pair of boots from LL Bean and ran it by my husband first since one. We just got done with Christmas, and it's not exactly a small gift in two. In case he did order a pair and was waiting for them to get in. He encouraged me to get them, so I did. I've been very happy with them and put the UGG version out of my mind. For the last couple of weeks, he has been saying he got me a great gift for Valentine's Day that I will love and hyping it up. This morning, I went to the kitchen to find flowers, candy, a card, and the UGG boots. I told him thank you, but I was confused because I had the other pair that he told me to order. He acknowledged that he did, but thought I could use a second pair anyways, saying he thought the stitching was different. I asked about returning them because I don't need two pairs of essentially the same shoe, and he got upset because it was $25 to get them shipped and another $25 to return, so we would be out $50. I put the shoes and box away in our closet. I told some friends who followed me on my hunt for these boots, and one offered to buy the extra pair, which would get us out of the $25 return cost. I told my husband, and he got even more upset, saying he would deal with it, and took the box out of the closet. I appreciated the gift and told him so. I just don't need two pairs of pricey boots. Now I'm getting the silent treatment. I genuinely feel bad because he was so excited about it, and now I'm wondering if I just should have gone along with it. Am I the idiot? Edit, to clear some things up. My husband ordered the Uggs in mid-December, but they were back ordered until March. They happened to get delivered last week. They weren't even meant to be a Valentine's gift. My shoes last forever. I have 16 and 10-year-old Uggs, different styles that have little wear. I work from home, so most days I don't even wear shoes. Most of the shoes in my closet have dust. What did I get my husband for Valentine's Day? He doesn't like gifts. I ask every year, and he always says nothing, but he'll buy golf shoes or clubs throughout the year, which is fine. Yesterday, I got him some weed, and tonight he's getting some NSFO entertainment. His favorite gift will probably be finding this post with internet strangers telling me I was in the wrong. If he hasn't already, I know people find Uggs to be gross. That's fine. My husband also finds them ugly, but he likes them better than my Chacos. You're the idiot. Sure, it was silly for him to get the boots without checking with you after you got an alternative pair. But he could have thought you just settled for the LL Bean ones, or that since you were obsessing over them, and they were hard to find, that you would want a second pair to use or keep as a backup. Regardless, you could have waited till tomorrow to tell him you didn't want them. Not the idiot. All of the IT votes are baffling. You told him what you wanted for Christmas. They weren't available. After Christmas, you found something you wanted instead, and confirmed with him that he didn't and wasn't getting the Uggs. So you got the new boots, and you don't want two near-identical pairs of boots. Makes sense to me. I was leaning toward NAH until he started getting weird about it. Was it wrong for her to ask? Let me know in the comments. Now. Am I the idiot for wearing my husband's clothes instead of buying maternity clothes? I'm 26 weeks pregnant, and my clothes have become too tight. This is my second pregnancy, and I bought a lot of maternity clothes during my first, but I donated them to a friend who is also pregnant but was going through some financial hardships, as she needed them more than I do. I was going to buy more maternity clothes when I needed them, but I've started wearing my husband's clothes, and I find them a lot more comfortable. And it's not like I'm going to work every day, so I've decided not to. My husband mostly doesn't complain about me stealing his clothes all of the time, and I've had dinner with his family twice wearing his clothes. They'd never said anything to me directly, but my sister-in-law told my husband to ask me to wear something more suitable the next time, as her parents would be there. I saw her texts, and they really upset me, so I'm refusing to buy maternity clothes just for their stupid dinners. My husband offered to go buy some for me, and has even tried dangling the idea of us going somewhere nice for a date soon to try to convince me I need them, but I haven't budged. I did text my sister-in-law to let her know I didn't appreciate it, but that only opened the door for her to try to convince me / argue with me over me needing maternity clothes. Am I the idiot? Not the idiot. It didn't seem to bother your husband until his nosy-ass sister stuck her nose in your business. Tell her that she can decide what to wear the next time she has a baby. Otherwise, leave you alone. What a stupid thing for her to worry about. She's not paying your bills. Everyone sucks here. Your husband is at least somewhat uncomfortable, seeing as he's brought up needing your own clothes and is trying to convince you to buy some new outfits. But he shouldn't have let your sister-in-law get involved, and should have handled it directly between you and him. Sister-in-law sucks for being a weirdo and getting so overly involved. You suck for being so stubborn and refusing to buy your own clothes. They're his clothes, regardless of how comfortable they are. They are not yours. Go buy yourself some new clothes and leave him alone.